What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. I hope y'all had a good weekend or are having a good weekend. I guess it's still the weekend. Sorry, I'm still getting situated here. My computer is running strangely slow. Weird. All right, where are we? Okay. Quick recap. Friday. It didn't really do exactly what I was looking for, at least SPY. Whoa, did not mean to move that. I don't think I typed this very well, but what I was looking for, or I guess I did, on a gap down below single prints, watch for a retest. So I was expecting us to open here and then retest and then grab puts. But they did some wild stuff pre-market. Oh, I guess it's not showing. But we were trading like, or actually, so yeah, it is showing. Pre-market, we were trading below the single prints, and then before the market opened, we popped back up inside. Um, just kind of annoying for me because it would have been great. Um, Sorry, let me do this really quick. Yeah, so basically right here, 30 minutes before the market opened, we were below our single prints, came back, retested them, and then sold off. I guess at the open, they technically sold off, retested, and then went. Um, I think regardless, a lot of people got in short, and our profit target was either the August POC or previous week value area low or the single print level. And if you took any of those, like, you're golden. You can see when we hit there, we started chopping, and then had a little bit more of a sell off at the end of the day. So all in all, very good. Next, let me turn off extended trading hours here. Netflix. For people that held this, we took this as a day trade on Wednesday. We were looking for puts below 995 and basically like hit it to a T. Let me see. Open below, um, popped up, tapped it, and then started. Well, we retested it like 3 times in 15 minutes, and then they did their move and sold off. Um, Pretty quick, we hit our third trim, and then a little bit later hit our or our level to close day trades. We also called this out as a swing trade, so people that are doing that are currently killing it. Let's see. Let's just go from there. Right now, they're up basically 60 points on this trade. We called this out with a week or two, and so far this has played out 60 points in 3 days. Hopefully we see the rest of this tomorrow. Let's start charting SPY. All right. So we'll just start with weekly levels. 65-minute time frame, PVP indicator, under settings, 1 week, value area volume 68, row size 100, style check value area high, value area low, POC. Let me zoom in really quick for people that are trying to get the levels. Value area high 576.29. Previous week POC 574.07. Previous week value area low 567.46. From here, drop down to 30 minutes. Turn off the PVP indicator. Turn on session volume profile. Same settings. Previous day value area high 558.81. Previous day VPOC 555 and 80 cents. Previous day value area low 555 and 7 cents. Let's get our TPO settings. Oh, have I been on extended trading hours this whole time? Are you serious? I thought I turned it off. All right, let me recheck all these levels. That's insane. Oh, and just so you all know, I don't have any option setups for Monday. Okay, so the only thing that moved on the weekly is the value area high, 576.27. Let's check daily here. Oh, that's wild, Almighty Beardman. Could you DM me that? All right, so daily levels are good. Let's look at TPO. That's wild. So we have single prints at the top. Insane amount of single prints here at the top. So this is going to be a spike. I know based on my TPO settings, it looks like a poor low, but it's not. And it lines up with the previous day value low. So I'm just going to do this. And here's our spike base. Tomorrow morning is going to be very telling. People in Keenan's, I had just called this out short, like literally at the tippy top. So hopefully people listened. Shoot, NQ would be up 40 points right now. Thank you for the DM, Almighty Beardman. Appreciate it. Yeah, Brandon. For SPX, you can trade off of a SPY chart. You can also trade off of an ES chart. So whatever floats your boat. On ES, you can use this indicator, SPY SPX ES price, and then you can turn this on, and it'll show you SPX levels. Excuse me. All right. So everybody sees what's happening here. This is a thing of beauty. Kind of surprised. I think we talked about on Thursday. I was really expecting them to come back up and tap this one more time. They did not. We broke the bear flag. We should be going to 532. Unless they do some crazy maneuver. We're also, well, depending on how you look at this, we had already broken the 2024 value area low, or value area high, I'm sorry, and retested. And I don't think they should have stopped anybody out if you're trading the 80% rule. Let me check. So for me, on a bear flag, I would want my stop loss above the 50% fib retracement, because crossing the 50% fib retracement invalidates the trade, right? And on this, I'm getting, let's just say 3.3, so making $3.30 for every dollar I risk. And this is your target, the 480, 65, sorry. So yeah, $3 risk. Sorry, dollar risk, $3.30 reward. This hasn't changed. Basically, looking at this, they're finally doing what we've been expecting, and they did it with volume. Friday's volume candle was pretty huge. I think tomorrow's going to be a really big day for the market. I was talking about this with one of the doctors that I work with last night at work. Um, I think we might actually get like a pretty decent sell off on Monday. I don't want to like overspeak, I guess, is the thing. Um, Whatever, I'm going to throw it out there. I would not be surprised if we get like a 10% drop on the S&P 500, but maybe not. If they don't do like a 10%, I would not be surprised to see, like a pretty significant move to the downside. This is all in play now. And again, this would be our first target based on a bear flag. But ultimately, 80% rule should bring us to the 2024 value area high, or value area low, sorry. To a lot of people, this will seem crazy, but you guys hit me up when we, call me crazy now. And when we hit this, let me know, you know. It's going to be big. This is working out beautifully. If anybody listened and took that short when I called it out, you're up good. I literally called like the very top. Unfortunately, I was dropping the kids off at the pool when it happened. So, and I don't trade it. I don't have a way to even trade on my phone, but I saw it tap my level on my phone. And by the time I got to my computer, like the move was already happening, so I couldn't get in. Mañana, you guys should know what's up. We're looking for opening below our spike is very bearish. Opening between is slightly bearish. I could be wrong, but I think they just swept liquidity on ES. We opened, we got a pretty decent move down. Let me turn this off. Or sorry, opened, we gapped down, they spiked it up, probably grabbed some liquidity, sold off, and then started recovering. I saw people start talking about being bullish. Just I don't see it personally. This was my area where I wanted to be in short, and unfortunately they came up and, like I said, they tapped it when I wasn't at my computer. And I think this was just another liquidity grab, and now we're just going to make a new lower low, keep going lower. NQ's already made a new lower low, and now you can see it's moving fast the second they made that new lower low. And ES is moving fast as well. Key for ES is going to be breaking this. But if you listened, you're already up basically 10 points, just shy of 10 points on ES. I would not be surprised to see us open, down in here, and then it's going to make it difficult to trade. Ultimately, would like to see a retest, enter short. Would not at all be surprised to see this tomorrow. Also wouldn't be surprised to see July POC, July value area low. Decent spot for a bounce. 536. Sorry, 532.39. How big of a move would that be? It's just 4%. Copy this over. 532. Excuse me. 532.39. So we've been talking about this for a while. When we do our daily analysis, we've been watching for the break of this bear flag. Finally got it. Would not be terribly surprised to see either of these tomorrow. And actually, if we come to here, I would expect them to just tap the August value area low. Might see a little bit of a bounce there. Our August levels have always been pretty significant levels, at least so far, where we get bounces. So, if we do open bullish, which I really don't think we will, watch for puts here. Specifically 2024 value area high. This I'll be pretty shocked if they give this to us, but got to be aware of key levels, you know. Oh wow, yeah, they bounced right off that June value area high. Be interesting to see what they do here. Let me just read through the chat really quick, and we'll let them run this and see what they're planning. What's up, GG? What's up, Raven? What's up, Corey? What's up, Zeus? What's up, Baldhead? What's up, Banner? What's up, Brandon? So I wouldn't chart SPX. I would chart ES. But Shorty will be covering ES. And like I said, just use that indicator. Personally, I would just chart ES and trade directly off the ES chart for SPX. But if you want to know levels, you just use this indicator. And it'll give you, basically every 10 points on SPX. And I guess you could probably change this. Maybe not. Oh yeah, so you can lower it here. No, that didn't work. Increments of 5. Whoa. I really wonder if you can do increments of 1. That would be great. Doesn't look like it. Oh, they just got angry. Yeah, so another little liquidity grab, basically up to VWAP and selling off again. Oh, sorry, let me make it through the chat. This is moving fast for the overnight session, and looking pretty bearish. This would be, risk to reward. This is not a bad spot to go long, but with my conviction, I'm not looking for longs. I would be just thinking short. So with that said, I would not be terribly surprised, if they do something like this. But again, I just feel like we're very bearish, and this is not going to happen. But if we weren't like seeing so much bearish, like information, I would be looking to grab longs here on ES, basically any other day. And now they're going to lose this with aggression, probably. All right, let me see. What's up, David Ryan? What's up, Lisa? Always good to see you. Yeah, all good. Blessings to you as well. I hope all is well. What's up, Robin Hood? I gotta check out this Go charting. I'm gonna do it literally like right after I finish the live. Shorty's gonna be live at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. For a second there, Almighty Beard Man, I thought you were calling me an asshole. I will when I get back whole. And I'm like, damn, did he forget the A? Home. What's up, Elite Mark? What's up, Mark? Curtis Jordan, how did I pick the level to short at? Are you talking about Netflix? Yeah, so it's just a liquidity grab. So they're grabbing somebody's liquidity. Retail, another market maker firm. Yeah. Brandon, there's no difference charting SPX or ES. Basically, I guess the only difference is ES is open 23 hours a day. So you don't really get a bunch of gaps and stuff, whereas SPX, you're more likely to see gaps on your chart. So, what's up, Nora? I'm glad Lisa's watching Nora's videos. That's cool. She does some pretty cool videos. What's up, Triple G? I don't think they're looking for buyers overnight, Triple G. I think we're going to sell off, but we will have to see what happens. A lot of people are still in Keenan's Discord. I think we're too late for any kind of a relief rally, but I could be wrong. Breaking this bear flag is huge. And then even more important, like if we lose roughly this level, it's going to be all down. Yes, Brandon, gaps get filled most of the time. No, I'm not shorting SPX. ES. This is ES. SPX is options. ES is a future. Yeah, FM, nobody's believing me. Or some people are believing me, but I have haters that are just like, no, Trump rally 2.0. And I'm like, no, bro, it's not going to happen. It's going to be bad. But, yeah, we'll see. And the fun thing with that is when I'm wrong, like, I'll never hear the end of it, right? And especially like 3 years later, oh, remember you said it's going to be a bear market? And they'll come with like a screenshot and everything. But, you know, the times where I call out stuff like this, I don't have people reminding me 2 years later, you know, remember that time you called out the 90-point move on Netflix? No, we just forget about those. Only want to talk about the few times where I'm wrong. Yeah, no worries, Brandon. Yeah, Big P. There's nothing good about tariffs. Like, and I don't know. It's weird that Trump, you know, he's a smart businessman, but the fact that he was talking about tariffs like it's a good thing for the U.S. Is pretty crazy. So anyway, everybody should be pretty clear on what we're doing tomorrow. Um, you'll notice I'm not looking for calls anywhere. That would be rare on this channel. But yeah, if I see something live, you know, I'll call it out. If we start to get some kind of a bullish scenario by some chance, then I'll try to call it out for you guys. But I just really don't see it happening. Excuse me. Oh, and Joy, I'm fasting right now, so I'm just drinking straight black coffee. Time to make some life changes, basically. Like, I would say I'm at least 30 to 50 pounds heavier than I want to be. I would be happy, I think, if I lose 30 pounds. I would be even happier if I lose, like, I don't know, 35 to 45, maybe 50. I don't want to be, like, super skinny, but, yeah, I have weight I need to lose. And then once I drop some pounds, I'll start exercising, which might sound weird, but I have a bad back, and I don't want to be exercising with a bunch of extra weight. So I'm going to focus on diet first and then start focusing on exercising. Yeah, no worries, Cole. Yeah, David Ryan. The best part is they probably think that they upset me when they do it, and I laugh. Like, the biggest thing is like, how pathetic is your life that you have to look back, like, whatever it is, 2, 3, 4 years to find the time that I was wrong. Um, I like, I don't know. For those people, you guys need a hobby. Um, I don't know, go find a girl, like chase her around. I don't know, do something. Um, y'all tripping. But yeah, keep me entertained. I love it. It's good stuff. Fun times. Um, vibes. So generally, so what I'll do is like this. Sorry, actually. Um, gosh, how do I freaking share this chart? I guess. So in my channel or whatever, in my what's it called? Under the Crown Traders, where it says Catching Rockets. That's where I share my stuff. Um, During the trading day, I'll generally just type in calls and puts. And you have to be paying attention. I don't at everyone, and I don't like put here or anything like that. So I'm just posting my chart for tomorrow in Keenan's save. Excuse me. This cough is so much fun. Mm. Nice, Zoe. They're being annoying though. All right, so I know I'm being quiet, but I'm just like giving people a chance to ask questions or whatever else. I'm done. I don't have anything else to cover today. Oh, this is messed up. My wife is literally making dumplings. Like, for people that don't know, my wife is Chinese, like legit Chinese. Like, I found her in China. I'm joking. But um, yeah, actually, when I met my wife, her English was even pretty bad. Um, but so she's making like actual homemade dumplings, and I can smell them right now, and I'm not eating until another 15 hours. That is unfair. Yeah. Yeah, Mark Art. Um that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing I don't know how often, but I'll be doing like 24-hour fasts, and then the intermittent fasting where I eat for whatever it is, like 4 or 6 hours out of the day. Obviously consuming less calories, and then I want to do periods where I fast for over 3 days to where your body goes into ketosis and basically cleanses itself and all that stuff. Yeah. So, Mark, you're saying become a carb Nazi? Like, there's already not very much I can eat because I'm pescatarian, mostly vegetarian. So I pretty much just eat fruits and vegetables and carbs. And if I cut carbs out of my life, like, I would literally just be eating lettuce, and that's never going to fill me up. So I'm going to keep eating my carbs. That's awesome, Mark. Congrats on your weight loss. Yeah. Okay, so take electrolytes. That makes sense. Yeah, I do take some superfoods. Yeah. I mean, for people that don't know, I work in healthcare, so I mean, for one, I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes, to you know calories and food and supplements and all that stuff. The what's it called? And then even worst case, like I have access to nutritionists, so I'm good. I talk with, like I have a lot of friends that are doctors, and I talk with them about stuff. But I mean, I guess all in all, like I'm pretty knowledgeable. But but just like with anything in life, like I don't think I'm all knowing, and I'm always basically learning from other people, asking questions. Um, yeah. So, just always trying to grow as a person, whatever it is, take advice from other people, learn from other people. I talk with doctor friends quite a bit and, get their input. One of my doctor friends, he said to take these. I don't know if you can see it. Grass-fed beef liver, ancestral supplements. And when he recommended it to me, he was like, "Yeah, I know you're vegetarian, but if you'd be open to it, um, you should take beef liver." And basically, the fact that these are, like from grass-fed bulls, I'm okay with it. As long as, the animals are treated well, I don't mind consuming it. But so I take these, and I give them to my wife as well. He's like, that's just an amazing superfood. Like, and he also was saying, like, with being vegetarian, the beef livers will give me a lot of things that, like, I might be missing in my diet. So yeah, something like that. 2017. Oh, that's wild, Almighty Beardman. Um, all right, so it doesn't look like we have any questions. So like I said, Shorty is going to be live in about an hour and 15 minutes. Guys, tune in. Should be interesting stuff. Should be good stuff. Watch what they do with ES. As long as we're not making a new higher high here. If they do this, like, whatever. But I would expect them to start selling at some point. They might even start selling here. Like, if you draw a fixed range volume profile just on this run up, you can see, like, this is your spot to short. Basically, like, through here. They peaked above it and then fell back inside. Wouldn't be terribly surprised to see them sell off. The only argument, like, from the bull perspective right now is that they didn't make a lower low here. But wouldn't be too terribly surprised to see this. But we'll have to see. All right. So, as always, Jose, here on my channel. I posted the link in Keenan's. I'll post the link here just in case you guys don't have it. But yeah, it'll be here on my channel. That's crazy. YouTube just sent me a notification that they're going to be automatically translating my audio into different languages to make the content more accessible. That's pretty cool. I wonder how well it works, because, like, translating without context is kind of never great, but AI is getting crazy. So this is the link to Shorty for later. All right. Oh, drink a lot of vodka. No problem. Got it. I guess that's a clear liquid, right? I can say it's water-ish. It's got potatoes in it, though. All right, guys. As always, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Not really. I speak French. Je parle français. Je parle français con accent. Um, so as always, big huge thanks to all the subscribers of the stream. Extra big thanks to the friends of the stream. Did it? Thank you very much 2 times. And as always, a big thanks to all the people that chit chat, keeps things interesting. And the people that ask questions, you know, it always helps other people. 60% water. You guys are hilarious. I'm losing my train of thought because of the vodka conversation. Yeah, but so as always, huge thanks to the people asking questions and typing in the chat. Because when other people have questions, you're generally asking questions that other people aren't asking, and that helps other people out with their questions. Hope you all crush it tomorrow. And again, I will do my best to kind of call things out live as I see them. But with that said, my son's new pew gets out of jail tomorrow. And to some people that might not make sense, but I live in California. So we have that very stupid 10-day cool-off period rule, which I'll say this. I think it's a great rule for people that don't own a gun. So like the 10-day cool-off period in California is like if you go and buy a gun, you have to wait 10 days to pick it up. And it's designed for people that are like suicidal or for people that want to kill somebody, to give them time to think about it and like to cool off basically, which is great. But in our house, we have quite a few pews, and a cool off period does absolutely nothing. Where if I was one of those two scenarios, I don't think I should be saying that stuff on YouTube, but if that were the case, like I don't need to go and buy a new gun, you know, to act on something. Just to be clear, I never would. I'm not some deranged maniac, but like I think the rule is great for people that are not current gun owners, but for like people that already own guns, like, you know, that rule should only apply to people that don't own any guns. To people that do own guns, like you should just be able to walk in, do the background check, and leave with the gun. Because again, like a cool off period when you already own stuff isn't going to change anything. But anyway, yeah. So my son's new pew gets released, actually today, but the store is not open on Sunday, so he gets to pick it up tomorrow. And I know he's going to be making sure that I'm there at the store bright and early, right when they open. So, yeah, you still have to wait if you have a CCW. It doesn't change anything. It's all, like I said, it's kind of stupid. I will say, like, I am super, you know, like pro gun safety. And I actually love the law. That 10-day cool-off period, I love the law for people that don't currently own, you know, some type of a gun. Rifle, pistol, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that 10-day cool-off period is actually, like, really good. But, again, for people that already own something or have a CCW or whatever, like, it just really doesn't make sense. Like, you're just being annoying at that point. Like, oh, you bought a new toy, but you have to wait. And in this case, it's kind of a bummer because I'm building out like a new P365. I wonder if I can kind of like show it on screen. Let me see. And I'm sending off my slide tomorrow. To have it milled so that my what's it called? My Trigicon red dot will be a direct mount instead of having to use the what's it called? A plate to mount it. And so, yeah, we're going to go pick up my son's gun And I know he's going to make me like take him to the this is annoying, to the gun range, and I would love to be able to take both guns out. But I don't see a point in like taking my gun, cleaning it, dropping the slide off. I would rather just drop it off when I'm there, if that makes sense. So we'll take his out and go shoot it, and then we'll go shoot mine another day. This is not what I'm looking for. For people that aren't interested in this conversation, I'm done. I'm just looking for a picture to show people that are interested. And if you're not interested, I totally get it. This is annoying. Somewhere on the internet, there's a great picture of basically exactly identical what I'm building, almost. The only difference is the Trigicon red dot. But I can't find it right now, so I'll just show you a screenshot I took. But so this is, let me see, that's the build I'm doing, basically. Super customized. Yeah, David, I totally agree. It's a great law. Yeah, BLC, you can trade futures right now. Mark, I agree with what you're saying. But I think if you're somebody that wants to own guns, you know, whether your life has been threatened or not, like, if that's you, like, you should already own them, and you should already be going to the range, training, you know, learning proper gun handling, all that stuff, way before you're worried about going and buying a gun because somebody threatened your life. If you don't have time in the range, and even more importantly, just with the gun that you plan on defending yourself with, not just any random gun, in the moment, it's probably not going to help you out anyway. So, I don't know. I'm like a huge advocate for, you know, like, if you are going to have firearms, you need to be, you know, like, just very well studied on gun safety. You need to have a lot of hours, you know, shooting with that gun, getting comfortable with it, you know, whatever it is. I even like, a lot of people probably don't do this. I do dry pulls where I have my gun holstered and I'll just pull it over and over, pull it, aim, pull it, aim, pull it, aim, pull it, aim. I'll drop the mag, reload, drop the mag, reload, drop the mag, reload, like just like 30 minutes solid. I'll just practice, getting quick at getting my gun out of my holster and on target. And just all of that stuff. Like, you should, I don't really know what word I'm looking for, but just guns are not a toy, right? And as such, you should know how to handle them very well. You should know safety, and you should be, you know, well trained and skilled with them before you're even worried about defending yourself. So, with that said, I don't think that, you know, like, somebody threatening your life and then there being a 10-day cool off period changes anything. Again, like, before that happens, you should have, you know, whatever it is that you're planning on using as a self-defense piece, and you should have a lot of time at the range with it. getting practice in, you know, using the gun safely, whatever else it is. But I do understand like your argument. But yeah, I feel like, you know, gun safety is paramount, and if you're planning on, you know, defending yourself, you should have a lot of time behind that pistol or whatever it is, putting rounds down range. So yeah, yeah, Mark. I don't doubt it, Mark. I'm just saying for the general public, you know, like anybody, you know, like basically, like let's just say my wife, like she's gone to a shooting range once in her life. She had a blast. She understands gun safety. I wouldn't feel particularly confident like just leaving her with a gun, because she doesn't have the experience or the time, you know, using it. My 10-year-old, shoot, I'll give him a gun any day of the week. Like, I'm not worried about him, you know? So hopefully you understand what I'm getting at. Like, I trust my wife less with a gun than I do my son, my 10-year-old. And, yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, getting in the time, using it, and being proficient with it. The exact word that Mark just said. That's the key, is being proficient and being able to be safe consistently over and over and over again. Anyway, I don't know why I went off on this stupid little rant, but the key is, I guess the point is tomorrow morning, I know my son's going to be dragging me to the gun store to pick up his new pew pew. So I'll be trading live probably for the first couple of hours, and then and when I say that, I'll be live in Shorty's Discord, and then during that time, if I see anything, I'll call it out in Keenan's. So with that said, as always, much love, much respect to everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for another overview on spy charting, and hopefully we'll find some option setups. And hopefully our Netflix play finishes its move tomorrow. ES is looking super bearish right now. Again, we need to go and make a new lower low, you know, so either break this or preferably break this to get really bearish, but that's a pretty big selling candle so far. So with that said, much love, much respect, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. Go hug your family members, give them a kiss, tell them you love them. Never know when it's going to be our last day. And we want to make sure that those that we love and appreciate know that we love and appreciate them, okay? Much love, much respect. Peace out, y'all. See you tomorrow.